Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Ayks bringing you another video. This time we're going to be discussing the 9.1 Covenant Legendaries for Survival Hunter. More so for Survival Hunter than any other spec, because I don't really play the others too much, except for Beastmaster at the moment for Mythic Prog sometimes. Mythic Prog on Sludge Fist. Because we need the right numbers for range and melee, so I just swap in between because I'm such a good player. But we'll be talking from a survival hunter aspect, and we'll be saying if they're going to be better, worse, you're going to be using them or not. And the reason why I'm making this video is because the Venthyr one just came out a few hours ago, so we can actually talk about all of them now. So again, before I start, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for your support, and let's get it. So in 9.1 there are new legendaries that are coming out and the new legendaries are for each of the factions. So each covenant has its own legendary, and that's the only new legendary that we're getting, unfortunately. And at this current time you can still only use one legendary in 9.1. So it's like, are these legendaries going to be better than what we have at the moment? Wait to find out, and we'll see. I've actually gotten a few questions about it, and I actually wanted to wait till the Venthyr one came out, and which is really good. So let's talk about a bag of mutations, munitions. Anyway, this is the Necro Lord one. So up to 3 targets hit by a Death Chakram are also hit by explosive shot. So this is a Torghast power that you get from, you get a Torghast power, which when you use your Death Chakrams, each enemy hit is hit by an explosive shot. So this is sort of a, and then when they released this, it actually was up to 5 targets. Now they've reduced it to 3 targets per hit. So this legendary is quite cool. I remember when I started as Necro Lord and was doing Torghast and having Death Chakram destroy Torghast. Like you pull heaps, throw a Death Chakram, 7 targets get hit by explosive shot and they all explode, and it's like insane. If you had this legendary at the start of the expansion, you probably see it be used, but they've nerfed it. It seems like a very, very, very big nerf from 7 to 5 to 3 targets. So while it's a good mechanic, it fixes the problem where Necrolord didn't scale in AoE to be used, but now it fixes that problem. But the other problem is you're going to be losing Wildfire Cluster, where Wildfire Cluster, again, on all your bombs. Currently, I think with 30% haste, it's a 14-second cooldown, and then when you're carving into 3, it brings it down to 11. Like, you're going to get more use out of it. While munitions is a solid legendary, you're going to have to be waiting for a second legendary to be used as well. So it's quite fun. I enjoy it. I wish it was there in the beginning and you could play around with it more. Next one, Fragments of the Elder Antlers. This is the Night Fae one. So when Wild Spirits hits fewer than 5 targets, there is a 35% chance to cause Wild Spirits damage a second time. So this was at 200% before, but I'm pretty sure that was broken as hell. So it looks like they've changed it to 35% a second time. Where, again, I think if you had 2 legendary powers, you could couple this with Wildfire Cluster for Mythic Plus. You could couple this with nesting ware's trap apparatus if you're going like for a single target build. We could also run this with confounded Rylax. It just seems that it's pretty underwhelming at a 35% chance. Again, if we can only use one, wildfire cluster is always going to be the best, since wild spirits is on the 2-minute cooldown. Within 2 minutes, you're going to have so many more wildfire bombs to throw out. So that one I don't think is going to be a very good one. Again, if you could use two, you could pair it up, but I think there would be other better pairings to be used if you're a Knight Fae, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the Knight Fae one. I don't before, when it was at 200, 200 sounded pretty good when you're using it by itself, like on a single target. Now it's been nerfed to like 35%, which you always saw coming, right? So I don't think that the Night Fae one will be great use as much. The next one, Pact of the Soul Stalkers, which is the Kyrian one. So when your resonating arrow deals damage to a target, your party gains 10% chance increased critical strike chance for 10 seconds. So this is when you're talking about in a raid setting, your own party, not the whole raid. If your whole raid got it, then you're going to wanting to bring at least one Kyrian hunter to run this to get 10% for the raid, but it's only to the party. That'd be broken. Means, well, it could be you'd run that just to be invited for 10 seconds. So resonating arrows on a 1 minute cooldown, so you get 10 seconds of 10% increased critical strike. While being good, you could see that possibly for Mythic Plus, because resonating arrow on a 1 minute cooldown, when you're throwing your bombs, you can fit like three bombs in a resonating arrow, but again, you're losing wildfire cluster. Wildfire cluster is just going to be strong as it is. So you can see some use. Again, these I'll talk about it on the last one. I'll talk about it to the last one. So while that's been good and getting 10% increased critical strike to your party, it'd be good if you could pair that up with another legendary. And the last one, which is the Venthyr one that just came out. Bonus kill shots from Flayed Shot causes 6 targets within 8 yards to bleed for 35% of the damage dealt by kill shot over 6 seconds. This could be really good for PvP, like an offensive PvP legendary. So if you're not running the Feign Death legendary, you could run this for an offensive trait now instead. There's not really that many. I don't think there's really that many offensive traits for survival. Those are not traits, legendaries for survival. And this one is actually pretty good. So it's just extra damage. So if you're running in 2s, that means you're getting your kill shot on your main target and the healer if it's in range. And in 3s, if you're getting the kill, if you're playing a melee comp, you're getting your flayed shot on all 3 targets, right? So this is I'd say an insane one for PvP, for an offensive PvP. If you're not running the Feign Death legendary, which is, I think that's still going to be the best one. Like for defensive, just put Feign Death on the 15-second cooldown and removes all dots, or most dots. So this is an actual real good one for PvP. For PvE, no. You generally get 1 proc of kill shot every use, every 30 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds. Flayed shot. I think flayed shot. I think it's flayed shots. 30 seconds. Yeah. So every 30 seconds, you generally get one tick. Not really. Again, if you could use 2 legendaries, so I'll just go back to finish the summary. All these legendaries are cool. Like, they're cool. I like them a lot. But from a PvE perspective, you need to couple them with 2. You need to be able to wear two legendaries. So unfortunately, by themselves, no, I don't think you're going to be running them. Wildfire Cluster is going to reign supreme again in 9.1. Somehow we can wear 2, then you could couple this with the Wildfire Cluster. But I just don't think they're not as strong, except for the Venthyr one. The other 3 aren't really that strong PvE wise or PvP wise. But the Venthyr one for PvP, that's going to be a great one for PvP, for an offensive PvP one. So to the survival hunter PvPers out there, I'd be making the Razor Fragments. I'm going to probably make the Razor Fragments on my PvP hunter now for that, because that looks like insanely good. So let us know your thoughts. I should have put that in the beginning. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think of the legendaries? I think they're really cool. I can't wait to wear 2 legendaries so I can use the 2 legendaries at once, and use one of these later on down the track. But yeah, again, thank you very much. Appreciate you all. And from me and Lana, she's feeling better. Thank you all for you again. Peace out. I'll catch you the next time.